All right, back, folks. I am back. I got in there and I voted for the next president of the United States, folks, right there. Went out and voted. I hope you voted today if you're in Michigan. And I am back for the high of the day, folks. Check out Sofi. Let's get this thing rolling here. Man, oh man, ring that bell. Everybody, it was time to sell if you were uh, with me this morning and bought back lower already and then sold again. I'm going to buy back lower again. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. Let's get right to the display and put that up above this ticking time bomb. And there we go. So we're back. We are going to go ahead and run here. Oprah's, what's up? Yes. Hello. And yes, I'm back. You can't keep a catfish off the bottom. You can't do it. And you can't keep me from jumping on here when it's at the high of the day. So here we are, folks. You just saw me. Hopefully, you sold some shares with me at 912 and 913 because it's on my sheet, people. Here it is, right here. You can see it now. Sell, buy at the low, sell at the high. That's what I'm going to come on every day. And here it is, right here. You can easily see 812, but in this case, sell at 912. Buy back at 908 to 901. All right. That's what we're doing here, people. All right. Just so you know, we're now selling at 912. And then we got another order at 913. And I'm selling big chunks here, folks, at this point. I'm selling 1,000 at 912, which I just sold, and 2,000 at 913. Okay. Big amounts of these numbers. So you just saw sold at 912. Beautiful. And I want you also to know, by the way, that I also sold when it got to right here. I was thinking it was going to get to 908, and it only hit 907 briefly. So I just went ahead and I dumped right then 500 shares at 907, and so that's what I did. And I am glad to say that I did because um, after that, I was able to pull it. They pulled it back down to 901. Just what I expected. Bam, bought back in at 901. That was beautiful. And then I bought at 901, and uh, I'm very happy about that. To be able to pick up those shares, 100 at 901, and I bought 200 at 902, and that was beautiful. Yes, 901 and 902. Yes, after selling at 907, bought back at 901, 902, a couple hundred, 300 shares, and now we're running, and we just sold at 912. And here's where it says buy back at 908 to 901. Okay, folks, I don't know how low it will go here, but when it gets to that 913, folks, you got to get out. And let's go see what the high hit of the day. And I see if I filled at 913 too, but I would expect to have at least got the 912 order out. And there it is, 913, and I called it, folks. Cha-ching. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. I sold 1,000 at 912, and I sold, and I make sure minus there, and I sold at nine, and I bought and got it. I'm sorry, sold at 913, 2,000 shares. All right. Now I've still got about 50,000 shares here, folks. So I'm not giving up all my position, but man, am I getting out some of these at these highs and buying back lower. That's what we're going to do all dang day, folks, today. This is a good running day to do this on. And let me get over here. Yep, I'm back. I'm not supposed to be back. I know, but I snuck in. My wife went to go get her nails done. So while she's getting her nails done, folks, I'm sneaking in here. All right. Sneaking in on the top, man, to sell at the high, buy back again at the low. That's what we're going to do all day long, folks. We're going to do this. There we go. Let's see if we can get this back here. 2, 4. All right. Buying at 901 or 902, and we're also going to try to buy at 903. And I hear my dog barking in the backyard. So let me go get my dog in, let him in. I'll be right back. All right, let's get back in the helm here. Did I just carry my glasses in there and set them down for some stupid reason? Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I did not see my glasses in there where I expected them, so I had to grab another pair. All right. Let's keep rocking and rolling here, folks. Let's keep making money here. That's what we're going to do. Here to make money, folks. And I want you to see it would have been a great idea to buy in some of this BKSY yesterday that Double K told us about. Clean Spark is at the bottom. It'd be a good place right here. Come on in. Wait on in. BITF, it was manipulated down to the bottom. It was at $3.99 this morning, folks. $3.99. SOUN, another great day for SOUN. And I sold this morning, folks. I told you. I sold it at all these numbers that I told you I was going to sell it at. The highest it got to, unfortunately, you see right here for the day's high, and when you look at this, it missed my high order that I had at 788, I believe. No, it filled. All right. All right. So I had orders to fill on this at 749 and 755. I sold it first at 730, then at 749, and then again at 788. Nice. All right, and I'm out of SOUN until it hits the bottom today. I'm going to be watching for that bottom. We see it already achieved that number right there, so it's there again now at 661. So, folks, let's just go ahead and come on back in on it. Let's go back in on this. We got to go to sold orders. Just hold on a second here. This is beautiful, folks. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Here we go. 666. You got to buy this. Here we go. I'll put in 666, and I'm going to put in 100 shares. Review order and place it. 666 SOUN. Let's see if we can get that at 666. And we're going to also put in some other orders in here. SOUN 100 at 666. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and go for another one here. I can already see that's recovering now. So let's just go ahead and do a buy share of a market share order, review order, and place it. A 100 market share. Yeah, you got to do that, folks. 678. 678. I'm in. And you just saw it, folks. It was at 666 there. So I missed it, or close to. Yeah, so it's the same numbers they tried here before, and they got it to that same number, 657 before, and now you can see it turning around. I'm going to go for another order here of 100. Let's try and put in 674 here. Review order and place it. 100 at 674 minimum. Come on, baby. Let me get one more buy here at that 674. You guys can run it down there for me. But we got it in there. We don't know whether we'll get it or not. We got 674. There's 675. Come on. Hit me one time. Hit me, hit me, hit me. 674, people. Come on. All right, folks, looking at Sofi right now, too. We got to keep on track with what's going on in it. We got to alternate here. And we also looking at BITF. It looks like they're pulling a little double dagger here. We've already saw one low there, and then another lower low there, then a false low right there, then another false low there, and here could be another false low and a good place to get some at 355. Watching that closely. DSKE. Not moving. HIMS, a big runner this morning, up 33%. Looking at TCNNF, another good buy opportunity. I bought it at 970s yesterday. Oh, let's see what's happening here with RKLB. Nice. Man, everybody, this is good. We're having a good day, everyone, here on the channel with me. Let me go back over here to the channel, and I got to make sure I put it up here where you guys can, where I can see what you're saying. If there's anybody here. We got 23 people back with me. All right. Very cool. And folks, the reason I popped back on, and I had told you I would do this daily, I was going to pop on when it was at its low, and I was going to pop on when it was at its high. And so far this morning, we've sold it at the high. We bought it at the low right here, and now we're selling it at the high again and buying it at the low. Sofi, and we have done that. Genie looking good today. GENI. I like that stock. I like it. And look at SoFi breaking through 913 now. And folks, 920 is a critical number for us. My belief is that we're going to see a very substantial increase from this price right here of 920 if we can break through 920. I think we could easily make a nice quick run to 10 after breaking through 920, 921. Watch what unfolds, see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. But the charts, when I look back over this, at one time, I saw, man, this thing, if it runs off the bottom, the same as it did on May the 445 price and went up that much, the number would be 920 is what I decided. So let's go look at the price. 641, 6.41 times about 125% plus equals. That's 1442, folks. If it went from 445 to 1023, that was 125% gain. We could easily see this do that and duplicate that and go to 1442 is all I'm trying to tell everybody. I want you to please hit the like button. We got 5 likes. I don't see anybody responding to anything I'm putting up here yet. But what I'm doing here, folks, I'm selling at these highs and I'm buying back at lower. I had an order to sell at 912 and at 913. And from that number, believe it or not, I'm thinking I can buy it back as low as 908 to 911. Okay. And maybe even lower. Might even be 901. They might try to drive it to during the lunchtime low. I don't know for sure. But I see now this stupid screen here for YouTube on my side channel. Maybe it's just the cable is coming unhooked here or something. What in the heck is going on with this? I had the same problem this morning and I couldn't monitor what was going on here. Doggone it. This thing just decided to start reloading itself again. Ugh. I don't know. I see the price at 914 and I think we could go to 920 here. And if we do break above that, folks, look at the volume we're at. Almost 30 million shares already. Very nice. This is part 2 of an earlier video I put up this morning where we sold it at the high this morning. It hit at 888. Bam, we sold it, and then we bought it back down here at the low of the day, 870. Nice. Good job. And then I had to go and vote. You can see I've got my vote sticker on. Yep, right here. Right there. I voted, people. I voted. You need to, too, if you're in Michigan, and you know who to go vote for. The only one that can still talk and walk and do things physically and knows where he is and when he's there. 915. Come on, baby. Let's push this to 920 and see if Catfish's rule is going to break through. 916. I'm ringing the bell here. Folks, we're making a lot of money. In Clark, this ought to make you feel better if you're sitting there listening in your hospital bed. And where prayers go out to N. Clark, one of our big cats here who's on the channel with us, N. Clark. A big time surprise to see this move today, right? No, it's not a surprise. I told you the price was going to go back over 10 and it would be within a month's time. The most this stock has ever stayed below $10 was 67 days. Brute, hell yeah. Christian Zukaskas, short squeeze soon. When we get to 920, folks, this thing's going to come uncorked. That's my call. When we get past 920 to 921, and if we can get over that number, folks, and I want you to take a look at this. This is starting to look more and more possible. This is starting to look more and more conceivable, isn't it? Sure as heck is. This looks very possible to this very big moves up and down. We're talking $2 and $3 at a time here, folks, when it gets up here in the mid-teens, folks. This thing's got a lot of gaps in this numbers. And that's where it's going for, is into the 15s, 13s, 14s, 15s. And if we get one big news story break about someone buying them out, making an offer to try to buy them out, If we get that, folks, this thing is going to go through the freaking roof, and you better have all your sell orders in place as high as I do, up to $40. If you're trading on margin, I found out through my broker that that's the only way you can go with the really, really high. You have to have margin. Otherwise, they'll limit you to put in your sell orders. I think that you can find right now, you may be able to find right now. I see this for some reason. The screen is just spiraling here. I don't see the picture anymore. But look at this, folks. I'm going to be buying here at 908 after just selling this at 913. I'm going to buy it at 908. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. 908, 909. Because my chart right here says sell at 813, buy back at what? 808 to 811 is what it says. And now we're in the nines. So we're going to go positions. We're going to go Sofi. We're going to go add to position. And we're going to go for 908 right now, folks. There we go. And let's go ahead and go for 100. Review order. 908. Review order and place it. Let's see if we can get 908. Oh, password, smashword. All right, here we go. See if we can get lucky and sell this at 908. See if we can get it. And we've got to put in an order here, folks. Like I said, sell at 913, buy 908 to 911. Oh, boy. Welcome to the tank.
So my car didn't start this morning, so everything got re-jumbled. So if you want to
take care of some business later.
Yeah.
All right. 4 o'clock.
Give me a call and let me know what time.
4 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, it'll be 4:30. 4:30.
Just give me a call then.
All right. 10-4. See you. Bye. Set alarm for 4:25 p.m. It's turned on. Good. Sell at 913, buy back at 908, 909. If you can, maybe even lower. At lunchtime low, they might try to drive this back down to 903, 902. Okay? We're going to be waiting for that. We're going to be waiting. I'm just kind of nibbling right here, only doing 100 at a time. Folks, I've been selling some pretty big orders at these numbers. I've been waiting for them a long time, and I bought for a lot less, as you all know. So I'm going to cash in some of this money. I'm going to put some away, and I'm going to buy something when it starts to run. I'm going to find a good one to get in on that's gotten manipulated down today. And there's the bottom on CLSK. There's a triple bottom there and another higher bottom there. So I like this one here. CLSK at 2106. BITF looks good. Sound still looks good. And there's a little bit of a pullback right here, checking to this number that was earlier today. And a good buy opportunity right here. 688 people. And that's where it was before. Now you're only seeing it pull back to 703 or just over 7, and it's holding there good. So we're going to watch it closely. But if it breaks below 7, watch the fill at 689. People put in a buy order on SOUN at 689. Okay. All right. Where's Sofi right now? It's getting very close to my number of 908 people. Very close to my number of 908. I'm going to try and put in a 909 here. Try 100 at 909, place order. And then I'm going to just go ahead and put in a 907 too. Come on, give me my 908, you sons of guns. Give me that 908. Hey, look at that. I just got 909. Yes, indeed. Yes. $1,000 shares at 909. Beautiful. Sold 2,000 at 12 and 3,000 at 913, and now I'm back in for 1,000 at 909, and I've got a bid for 908. See if we can pick up 1,000 at 908 here. And we might even see a lunchtime low go down, like I said, is to 901 or 902. So I'm now, that's it. That's going to be it for me. I like the number 908. I like 909. And I like this volume, man. I don't even see a way for it to get back down to that 908. But if it does, I'll feel it. And actually, folks, you couldn't ask for a better scenario right now with SoFi and all the moves it's been making lately. And I told you, folks, after you've looked at this chart with me, some of you who've been here, this is the long term 2 year chart. And what I want to stress to you more than anything is what I see is a mirror image from this 12/25 date. Christmas Day. It turned into Christmas Day for the longs, people. Because you see this candlestick, well, that's this candlestick, that jump. This jump right here equates to this jump right here. Look at the candlesticks. This candlestick equals this drop. Okay. This one here, right in the middle, is the drop right there. But after that drop that you saw, look at the big, huge candlestick here and look at the volume that was acquired on that candlestick on that day. Okay. That's what I want you to pay attention to. Okay. The volume on the day of that massive candlestick that I'm showing you right there. I'm going to move this over a little bit so you can see both of them. Look at the volume right there on this candlestick here. 286 million. Look at the volume on this one. Hold on. I'll get it. 268 million. And folks, this big candlestick precipit what's the word? Predated, I guess, or uh, was the predecessor. Here's what was happening with the price there after that huge candlestick there. Man, this thing started to make big moves, big moves after that big final candlestick there, 286 million or 268. Folks, you're looking at a mirroring of the action now. That's what I see. 268 million shares that day there. And over here, you see how many shares right here? 210 million. And that isn't even the biggest spike. The biggest one's over here, right there. 286 million, folks. You see the similarities. And to me, this indicates exact mirroring of the price on its way up. And that's why I truly believe that as we climb here, we're going to see these same moves, types of moves take place possibly. They could easily take place. And these were happening, these big drops over 1 day periods, not weeks. I'm looking at the 1 day intervals on this chart, folks. These big drops sometimes were 1 day intervals when it went from 977 on 977 on what date was that? 1014, wouldn't you know, 1013, 1014, went from 1014 and the freaking thing that was on the 25th, and by 2 weeks later, the thing was at $7, folks, in 2 weeks. And we could see the same gain as it starts to go up past this 10 now. And we break on over 10 again. And we're going to go over 10 again. And we're going to do it within 27, 26 days. I told you guys to mark that down on your calendar. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck are you doing up here live right now, Catfish? I thought you were going to do live feeds anymore. Well, I told you that what I was going to do, that after talking over with my wife, we decided it made no sense to call yourself Catfish to be buying at the low every day if you don't come on at 9:50 to 10:30 every morning and buy it at the low. So that's what we decided to do. I came on this morning. I sold it at the high. I told everyone to get out at 888 a share. That's on my sheet to sell at 887. There it is, right there on this sheet that has all the sell numbers on it. It says, you can clearly see 887. And those that have been here with me for a very long time already knew that. And you had sell orders in place at that number right there, 887, where I sold 2,000 shares and I sold 3,000 at 888. And after that, I bought it back cheaper. Here's where you buy back, 878, okay? After selling it at 888. And folks, you can clearly see this morning from the chart action and what happened. If I put this back down here now, the price sold at 888 and bought it back where? Where does that say? 875, folks. 888 to 875, 873 even. A 15-cent drop, folks. Cha-ching! Because we bought it back. And then I said, I got to get out here and go vote. So I took off and voted. They sold it again at 888, and then they dropped it back again from 888 down to 879, a 9-cent drop, a 15-cent drop from 888, 880 again, a 9-cent drop to make money. And then it comes up here, and what does it hit? I have a sale price on this sheet, and the sale price on this sheet, what does this sale price say? And buy it back cheaper. All right, well, here it is. After 888, it says right here, sell at 898 is the big sale. This is a $500 sale. And then this, because from here at 892, you'll get it again at 888 most times. But this is the big sale, 898. And buy it back at 8, what does it say? 893 to 891, maybe 888, maybe 877. All right. But that's the number I had in. So I hope you may have taken advice there and just sold that then when it just got up to that number right there. When it hit that number right there, 899, boom, we sold it. And then we bought it back here again. At what number did it drop to after that? We bought it back again. 888, just like I told you. I guarantee you at 1044, the price hit 888. All right, folks. You can see my buys. You can see my sells. You can see my buys exactly where they were. This is too easy. Too easy to make money on this if you're with me, guys, doing the same thing I'm doing at the same time. Anand, hi, everyone. Sanjay, I sold some at 913. Anand Patel, hi, everyone. Welcome. J-Rod, are we here to stay, Cat, or does it push back down in the low eights? No. I don't see this thing going backwards. Man, when this thing got to 810 the other day and 111 institutions came in, I bet that shocked the crap out of these shorters. I think it was a real wake up call to them, and I think a lot of them went, man, we got to get out of this sucker. We can't have institutions. We've never had that before, and then we never have. We never have, folks. I'm telling you right now, we've never had as many institutions support this stock as we have on that last rundown when the price went to 778 on the 13th of the month. They dropped it to 778 and 47 institutions bought in. And after that, they drove the price down the next day, not to 778, but 32-cent higher was the resistance the next day. And 111 institutions added to their portfolio. It's never been done, folks. It's totally unprecedented. It's never been heard of before on this stock. I'm telling you right now, Sofi is getting ready to explode, just like I said it was going to do. And I'm telling you, it's going to be because of all these institutions that have never been here before suddenly grabbing up shares like crazy, because most of those institutions, believe it or not, have share price averages of over $10, and many of them are at 12. So they averaged down big time on that last attack on the 13th of February. Okay. I'm just saying I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Harry good day, Catfish, and everyone's blessings. Yes. Kenny Reggio, laughing my ass off. Tyler is here for 7 hours a day now. No, here's what happened. I had a talk with my wife, and she actually said to me, Catfish, it doesn't make any sense to do that, what you're going to do at 8 o'clock, because you cannot show people to buy at the bottom, which is your namesake, at 808. And she's right. So I said, all right, honey, I think you're right. And she said, you'd be better off if your name is Catfish just to come on when the low is achieved every day. I said, I think you're right. So this morning we were supposed to go vote. I went and voted today. You can see my sticker right here. And I voted for our next president of the United States. And you know what I thought was interesting? I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys and gals this right now. Everyone press the like button, please. Yes. I want you to know that when I got to the voting office, the first thing that I was suspicious of is, why am I filling out this little thing that says, are you voting Republican or Democrat? And what's your name? And then what's your address and all that? And why am I filling all this out in pencil, in number 2 pencil? I mean, how hard is it to take an X or a check mark over, you know, an eraser and just race off that and put Democrat on there? I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, let's just make this thing unfailable by making you sign. You got to do the ballot with a freaking ink pen and you got to fill it all in, black or blue ink pen, but they're going to give you all your voter information in pencil. I don't get it. What are we having a pen freaking shortage right now? I'm just saying, folks, don't make me fill this out in pencil. I says, and then next time I'm going to bring my own. On election day, I'm going to be there with my pen. I'm going to fill that out in pencil. No, I'm not going to fill it out in pencil. I'm going to fill it out in pen. All right. And if they have a problem with that, then I probably just won't even vote. Because if they have a problem with it, it's something stinking in China or whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, hey, look at that, folks. We just sold this stock at $9.13, and we bought it back, by golly, at what was it, 9.11, 9.12? Come on, man. This is easy. Even Biden could figure this out. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling good, everybody. Feel good today. Anthony Walker, if you sell now for a quick profit, you guys will eat your shorts. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. What you got to do, folks, is you got to sell for these highs when they get to these numbers. You know they're going to try to cap it at, and one of them is obviously 913, and they're always, 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 always going to attack the price down from 913 to 908 or 909 or 910. You just saw them do it. You just saw it right in front of your very eyes. It got to 913. That was a resistance point. And folks, if you don't know this, go back and look at the times that this price has hit, like on July the 17th, $10.13. That was the high for the day, and there was no reason for it to fall other than pure manipulation after that. But it sure was manipulated after that, for sure, for quite a while, about a month. You can go back and look here. I keep it. You guys will find out where I'm at here, going all the way back to July. Let's see if I'm right. The date. I might be off a day or two, but let's just look at it. July the 17th. There it is. On the 19th, I'm sorry, 1013. And I went and looked and I said, why did it stop at 1013? What was the news? I saw nothing on Google. The NASDAQ was up for a good run and the Dow was on a good rain, like 8-day gain run. Everything was prospering. The whole market was good, but they stopped it at 1013 so that they could drive the price down for the next 6 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 894, and then sell it at 1170 2 days later. That was easy. That was real easy for them to take advantage of that right there. So this is why you sell at the 13, people, and you buy back at the 901 or the 888 or the 908 will be the, usually 908 will be one of the key resistance points. We're going to see what they do here at lunchtime. It is lunchtime right now. We'll see what happens. But I'm encouraged by this 32 million share volume already achieved. I like that a lot. The more volume, the more pressure. Any days over 40 million shares traded, as I've been telling you guys for 2 months now, any day we achieve over 40 million a day traded, it's going to get tougher and tougher for these shorts to hang on here. All right. Just got back from a nap. All right, Connor Roberts, you should have gotten back from going and voting today. Hopefully you went and voted for our man today. All right, there should be no question about who I'm talking about here. There's only one man, okay? All right, to vote for. This Nikki Haley, Democrat, and Republican clothing is what she is. An operative, a paid operative. I'll say it. They're going to start squashing my channel if I get into any further. I'm talking about Bill Haley. Bill Haley in the comments. Okay? Trump train, baby. That's right. Sofi at 910. Now I'm going to fill my orders here. You're going to see I'm going to sell. I sold at 913 and I'm going to buy back at 908, 909. I've got orders right now sitting there, 908 and 909, 1,000 shares, both those numbers. And you know what? I just made a mistake because I'm not going to probably sell at 1,000 shares. Well, yeah, I will because they'll dump 100. There we go. 910 Come on, folks, you can do it. One more penny and I fill. But I put in these big orders. I shouldn't have done that. I should have broke them up. I should break them up into smaller orders. Give me a second here. All right. Now, here we go. Orders. All right. Open. Edit. Hey, look at that. I just got 908, 909. I just saw it. I know for a fact I saw 908. Bam, I got the 909 for sure. And I got the 908, I'm sure. There it is, folks. Sell at 913, buy back at 908. And we might even be able to get it here during lunch as low as 901 or 902. We'll see what they come up with. I'm going to go ahead and reuse. I'm going to do another order here. 907. There we go. I'll do 500 there, review order, and place it at 907, 500 shares. Put a dot by it. And let's go in and put in 906 too. Let's try for 200 there. 200. Review order and place it. We go 906. 200 there. Not buy it. Buy. And I think they may even try to get it lower, so I'm going to go for 905. I do think they could jump 1.5 million shares here to make it like 901. I do. But I'll just pick 200 up here, and here we go. Review order and place it. By the way, someone was asking me earlier what on platform I'm using. I am using Ameritrade, and they're supposed to be integrating some of their stuff over into Charles Schwab, so maybe it'll get much better. And I even noticed there was a change in logging on this morning to the Charles Schwab account, and I saw Ameritrade for the password thing, which was odd. I'm logging into the Charles Schwab account, and I see the password thing, and it says Ameritrade. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So they're getting it done. Nice. We just picked up all those shares. And look at it rise now, right back up. There you go. Day trading 101, everybody. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Oh, yeah, this is how we do it. I am going to be on here for only about another 30 minutes because then my wife is going to come home and she is not going to want to see me on here. What the hell happened to all the minor stocks today? CLSK, ITF, they went up big time this morning. And if you would have sold at $3.99 BITF, you'd be a very happy camper. I told you to have sell orders in place at 98, at the 98 number, 398. And the thing was at 399 in the pre-market. And bam, I had sold at 398. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just waited on the pullback. And I did not buy just now. I should have just bought at 351, but I actually did. I think I might have put in one order there on BITF. One order I put in. I know I definitely put in orders on SOUN, and we'll see if we got any of those to fill. SOUN. Oh, it's flat. Very good. My orders have not filled there, but it's building a base. Cup and the handle. There's going to be a drop to 697 or 701, and then the pop. That's my call. Drop to 697, 698, maybe 699, and then 7, boom, and then pop. It's going off. Yep. DSKE, HIMS up 33. And man, are they holding that thing at the 1366 and have been all freaking afternoon since this time. They're just holding it at the 366, folks. And the volume is pretty good on it, but it's petered off now quite a bit. So it makes it easy for them to hold it when all the big pop that made it pop falls away. Watch for this one to drop back in the morning, folks, if it doesn't just keep running on that, because it's being manipulated right now. It's being manhandled, manipulated, and accumulated, in my opinion. HIMS. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Next, look at TCNNF. Bought that yesterday at 970. It's not running big time, but look at Rocket Lab RKLB, everyone. Man, you guys on this channel, if you're not making money, it's your own damn fault. These things are all looking awesome right now. Every stock we've got looks fantastic. Every one of these on these. Look at GCT, again green. Shopify is the only one that's red. Here it is. This is the one I wanted right here. GENI. Look at where it was this morning already at 7:11. The high for the day, folks, if you refresh the screen here, don't be surprised to see it at 7:12, where I tell you to sell 12s. There it is. Look at that. The high of the day, 7:12. The number I tell you is on my sheet to sell at 12s. There's a reason it's there on my sheet at 12. Bitcoin stocks. What's going on with Bitcoin? Looks damn good to me. It's a freaking 57. This has just been manipulation to acquire more of this thing, man. Look at the 1 week chart on Bitcoin. Here's the 1 week chart on Bitcoin, people. And I told you about this, what was going to go on with Bitcoin. And there it is. Freaking skyrocketing. Man, that 1 week looks awesome, folks. I'll take it. Don't care about this little 1666 reverse. This is a good place to buy it right here. That's a great place to buy it. I'm going to buy some right now. Dang straight I am. Oh, yeah. Let's get over here to positions. There we go. BITF. Add to position. Right here, folks. I'll pick up 100 for sure. Review order and place it. I'm definitely going to pick it up right here. Let's see what we get here, folks. Let's see what we get. My guess is going to hopefully be around 353. There we go. All right, folks, we're in at 353. I love it. BITF. 353. Well, 3535. Yeah, that's good. We just got 100 shares there, 353. All right, here we go, folks. Let's just keep at it. We're having a great day today. We're making money on every single stock that we own today. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful world. Looks like we got the bottom on BITF right there, the 666 number. I'm going to buy another 100 shares here. Position 100. Review order and place it. I think it definitely is at the very bottom. There's no reason for it to be down there. There's my order right there, folks. Beautiful. I will take another 100 shares of this stock at 354, having just bought it at 353. I think it's going to run back up. That's what I'm here for. Catfish, folks. Buy on the bottom, sell it on the top. Selling this morning in the pre-market at $3.98. Beautiful. It's true. I have my order in place already there at the 98 because that's what I like to do. And look at now, SOUN at 697 a share. A very good place to be buying it, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. But man, price was all the way up here. Look at this, 788 this morning. I told you guys I was going to get out of this morning, and I did. If this thing breaks back over 7, I'm coming back in on it. I can tell you that right now. I think it is. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't know, though. This thing has been on such a run, on such a tear, and made so much. I think Let's just let this cool off a little bit. Let's let this cool off a little. Let's see what happens this afternoon. Let's see what happens tomorrow morning when they shake out some shares. We'll see what happens then. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. It's been running too long. Sometimes when you take a big profit, folks, you got to just walk away from it. Don't marry a stock. Don't get addicted to it. Don't get to thinking you can do it over and over and over. That's a mistake you'll make. They love to take advantage of people that think they've got it all figured out. Believe me, people. Just got back from a nap. Trump train. What's your opinion on RFK, Cat? All right, sorry, I didn't see that earlier. But man, you guys and gals, man, we got to be taking advantage of these RFK USD. I'm not seeing it, man. Tell me what it really is. RFK. What the hell happened to all this minor stocks today? Cat cheating with us. I'm flattered. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got right now about 15 minutes left, I think. I'm gonna have to text her. Sometimes she gets over to that nail place, and they rifle them through there. There's a revolving door, man. They got just cheese. Sometimes go over there and drop her off, and then sit across the way, have me a beer, and they're just rolling them in and out of there, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And those places charge ridiculous amounts of money for doing people's fingernails. People, it's insane. And then they're expected to get this massive tip, and it's just they. Anyway, whatever. Look at that, folks. Look at SoFi being so resilient now. They can't even drive it down below 908. And folks, just think about this. On the day that they had the price $1 less than it is now, 111 institutions added shares at $8.10 to 8.43 a share that day. From $8.10 to 8.43 after February the 13th, and the lowest this price has been in a whole month when they got it down to 778, folks. After that rundown on 778, 47 institutions, when we'd only seen back here 8 institutions, 10 institutions, 12, then 47 on that day came in. Major volume that day jumped up and spiked from 44 in the previous 40 all the way to 62. She got 22 million more than the 2 days before, and that was mostly institutions buying what the shorts were selling. Borrowed shares, by the way, and they got bought up by institutions. And the following day, surprisingly, the price closed at 802 on the 13th, opened at 815, up coincidentally 13 cents. It opened up higher and then went all the way down to 810, 5-cent drop before running up to 843 and closing 1 penny off the high. And these were even more institutions, Bo, 111 institutions on that day, which has never, ever been heard of with this stock before. If you don't believe what I'm saying, go back here and go back to way back when and see how many institutions came in on July the 31st when SoFi made its 1170 high on July the 31st. You'd have to go back a long, long way. But let's just go to January the 30th when they announced. I believe it was January the 30th or January the 29th. And there was hardly any institutions that came in when the announcements were made that they were profitable. Hardly any institutions came in on that day. I'm telling you, man, compared to how many came in here recently, there's just no comparison. You can see here the date of the earnings call, and look how many institutions came in on the 29th. It's not that many, folks. It's only about 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, going up to FYX 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 institutions. And the next day, on the 30th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at Borgion Capital, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 at Stone House, 18, 19, 20. That's it. 19 institutions. And these are on the days when the earnings call with profitability for the first time. And this is what they came up with, is that many institutions. But suddenly when the price was driven down to 778 a share, 47 institutions said, yeah, I'll take that, because their dollar cost averaging down, because they own and hold right now in the 10s and the 11s and the $12 range. So they took advantage of that. And this has never been seen with this stock before. Never, ever, ever. It's only been retailers that have been coming in and saving it when they run it down. People like me and N. Clark and Sean Shaw that buy in big quantities, when it gets driven down, and others like Anthony Noto. Anthony Noto buys it when it's driven down. Yep. Oh my gosh. What again? Yeah, what up?
Will you hook me up for a second? They just sent a 6-digit code to your email.
Why me?
TikTok.
By the way, oh, TikTok. Okay. I'm thinking, what? All right, I'm looking here. Hold on.
I ain't trying to take your money, buddy.
No. It's not that. It's just a question you wouldn't ask me over my channel. I know over live feed that wouldn't be a question to ask, which I couldn't do anyway. So I was just like, why me? So anyway, I'm looking at my messages, and I don't see anything from them. Not anything in my messages now. Maybe yeah, to my phone, I don't see anything here as of yet. So just give it a minute. Maybe it'll take a minute to get to me. But I don't see anything from TikTok. That's for sure. Now they might have sent it to TikTok, so let's go there.
They sent it to Tyler's.
All right.
Your email.
Okay. My email, huh? All right. Well, just give me a second here. Mail.
Thank you.
I'm gonna look at my email right now and see if there's something there from them. There it is. 997665. Yep, 997665. Go make me. All right, man. I'll talk to you. See you. All right, very cool. Uh, Looking over here, we got to get back over to Sofi. We want to see 911, 912, right on up, folks. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lunchtime low. Let's write it down, folks. I want to thank you all for being here with me on this channel today while I'm sharing with you what's happening in the world of SoFi and selling at the highs and buying it back lower. Why miners are down, but I don't think so. Yeah, nice. Connor, 220 million volume on Soon. Absolutely insane. It's not skyrocketing. It already has skyrocketed. You've been missing it with us. We're selling it. We've been selling this stock and buying it back. Yesterday was a killer day. Yesterday we sold it here, we bought it there. We sold it here, we bought it there. We sold it here, we bought it there. We sold it here this morning, and we're buying it back now here. All right, we've been killing it on this stock, SOUN, and Monday, SoFi broke and held 910. We are on way to 15. Yes, we are. What we really want to see collapse here is the 920 price, right? But this is going to be the lunchtime low that I'm going to write down right now. And folks, I've got about freaking maybe 10 more minutes to be able to be on here. And then I wasn't on here, okay? It's going to be our little secret. All right, let me get over here. I got some very good stuff I'm going to be talking about tonight at 8:08 p.m., everybody, just so you know. I've got some very good stuff that's going to go on at 8:08 p.m. I'm not going to break it out right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You need to come back at 8:08 p.m. Eastern tonight, and you got to hear what all I've got to show you, folks. You got to hear what I got to show you. And I told you this price wasn't going to stay under $10 for very long because they just don't want to do that with it. They're making too much money. They're controlling the price between 7 and 10. It's a very nice channel. It's a 30% gain on average, 29% gain on from the highs to the lows. Lunchtime low, here we go. Yesterday's low was $8.56. Today's low, lunchtime low, will probably be, hopefully, 908 and no lower, because that'll be exactly with what my piece of paper says, and that is sell this thing at 913 and buy back to 908 to 911. Okay, and you may even get it as low as 902 or 03 or 904. Now, I will jump in and put in the buy order if they run it down to that number. I don't have my buy orders into that low, but because I just didn't want to take the time. I just don't think they have the ability to take it that low. But I did fill at 908 and I filled at 909 and 910, and I'm happy about that. And they're trying it here again at lunchtime one more time, the lunchtime low, and it's right in the middle of the lunchtime. So I think, yeah, I'll buy some more since I've already sold a bunch of shares today. Let's go in here and buy some more of this. Add to position. I'm just going to take, instead of 1,000 shares, I'm going to do 200 here. I'm going to do a market share order, review order, and place it. 200 market share. I'd love to get 909. Bring it on, man. But I'm going to be putting pressure on them just like the whole market is right now. This volume's coming in here big time. There it is. Nice. Very nice. I'll take it. Take it for sure. Let's see if we get 908 here. Try for 908. Put it on our plate. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. I've got in an order for 500 now at 907, and I've got 200 at 906 and 200 at 905. These orders are already in place. I've already got 1,000 at 908, which I've already filled. And so now I'm just waiting to see if they can drive it any lower during lunchtime. And folks, at 8 p.m. or 8:08 tonight, I'm going to be bringing you a lot of information. I'm telling you, man, I got a lot of information here to share with you, and I'm not going to share it with you yet. Okay, all of this information is being taken from this last fireside chat. If you didn't watch the fireside chat, then you need to be at 8:08, because all of this information that I have on this piece of paper here is all about the highlights of the fireside chat with Anthony Noto. So that way you don't have to watch the whole hour long interview. You'll just get the highlights. Okay, that's what I'll be doing tonight at 8:08. And I think what I'm going to try to do is, I thought about doing a recording and then coming up and playing that back with what they call the premiere box check, and that way we can chat while the recording stays on. And the reason that is because then that shows up under my videos filings. And some people, when they come to my channel, they just look at my videos. They don't realize they can click on the word live up there and see my live broadcast. See, that's the problem. So I'm thinking about doing a recording of it, and hopefully then I'll just post that recording and we'll do a premiere and we can all chat side by side. Should I do it that way or should I just make it live? Just tell me what you think, guys. Let's let you guys be the judge. You guys and gals be the judge. Hey, look at that, folks. I just filled at 9:05. Beautiful. Oh yeah, don't worry, folks. I'll be going in again here because, like I said, you can sometimes from 913 buy all the way down to 901 or even 897. You're right. I could do a live and then post it. That's right. I could do an edit. You're right. That's a great idea, Drew. Thank you. Going in here, 904 now, folks. We're going to 904. Review order and place it. I'm reducing these now because I don't know how low they're going to take it. So I'm just going to be doing right here 100 share buy orders. And plus, they'll have a better chance of filling if they're small quantities than 100 at a time. I've got a limit order here now at 904 right now during lunchtime. There it is. And there it is. 904, 100. Cha-ching. I filled 200 at 905 and 200 at 906. And I filled 500 at 907. Folks, I've already sold about 10,000 shares today of different stocks. And so I've got a lot of cash here to work with. Let's do another order here on this one at 903 now. There it is. Review order and place it at 903. I got a limit order at 903. This is going to be the lunchtime low, folks. I already told you what the lunchtime low was yesterday. I now have about, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to call her. I don't want to get in trouble, everybody. 903 by 9.03, 100. Put a dot by that. I might not get that one, folks. I got to just set the camera somewhere she doesn't notice and stream live. Just use gestures like point up or down, LOL. uh, it's so hard to tear myself away from so much good camaraderie here on this channel daily. What, Tyler? Did you really sneak on to live stream? DB, please don't get in trouble with the wife. Yeah, I won't. You know what I can do? I could draw the curtain up here and I can see her pull in the driveway. Why don't we do that? Let's just get smart here. I'm going to get a lot of sunlight in this room I usually don't have. This is going to look very strange to you all, but I'm going to do it. Oh, goodness gracious, folks. The things we do to keep you guys tuned in. Oh, my God. There we go, folks. Now I got a glimpse. I've got a portal. Milltown Smoke says, why I feel like when my mom used to leave the house. DBLOL, that's funny. Pulling the curtain back. Yeah, man. Catfish ain't no dummy. I got a window here in front of me. And I'll use it to my advantage, damn it. Look at that, 902. Folks, I've told you, sell 913 by 908, 901. Man, oh man, goodness gracious. Let's do it again. Review order and place it right here. 100 shares. I'll take 100 right here. This is fabulous. Beautiful 902. Put it down for me and you. Bought at 902. 100 shares. I still got a lot of money left here to buy with. I got more here to buy with, folks. After what we sold today and yesterday. Okay. Called this completely. 901. Come on, baby. Review order and place it. 901. I want that, man. Come on. Let's defend this thing at 901. Let's make a stand, everybody. You had to know this was coming. You had to know it. They may even take it down to 897 or even 888 during this lunchtime low. All right, cha-ching. Thank you, 901. Oh, yeah, baby. Write a check by that and say sayonara. Cash it in at 913, buy it at 901. Awesome, everybody. Oh my gosh, how can you not love this every day? So predictable. Lunchtime low is always going to come, and we can always take advantage of it. Lunchtime low yesterday, 856 was the lunchtime low yesterday. Today, 901. A freaking 45-cent gain on the low at lunchtime today. Yes, called it. Oh, wait till you see what happens when this baby busts through 920, everybody. In my opinion, we're going to see a really quick move from 920 to 10s. And after we break through $10.29, 1033, this sucker's going to go to 13, mid 13s to higher 13s very rapidly, in my opinion, with some very rapid changes up and down. Okay. Now, I just saw my curtain and I've got about a freaking 4 minute delay. So I'm going to refresh the screen right here. Up and away, my beautiful Sofi. That's right. We're starting to see it all come together. All right. And Rafael Orozco, it looks like it's oversold. I'm okay with it getting going a bit down before it continues to uptrend. Still very excited to see the price climb. Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it, folks. This is very, 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 very good. And these these types of moves are on my sheet. They're expected by me. They're no surprise to me to see the price hit 913 and stop there, 916 for the high. We've seen that number before. When it really gets the momentum behind it, it pushes past their desired 913 cap. It just can't, they can't contain it, so it goes a little over it. But 913 is that number they're trying to contain it. And now, having driven it down to the 901 again, as it makes its move upward, they're going to try to put in a wall at 913. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone who's tuned in right now, when it gets to 913, the next time, if we do not see resistance at 911 or 12 to yank it on back from there, this thing will then press to 920. And that's where I see the next critical stage, 921. And I have my reasons for saying that. I've done the math before on gains off of the lows and off of the last few lows, the amounts of the gains. If you do that now from this last low that we saw 641, the gain puts us at about 920 is my opinion. Okay, so that's where I'm expecting to see them start to run it back down and maybe into the high eights or mid eights, but I can't be sure because honestly, folks, I've never seen any kind of support like this come in from institutions like we're seeing now with SoFi. I've never seen it before, and I'd like to ask you, please, to hit the like button if you would. My window is open here, so if I look a little bit more different right now with more light on the subject, that's because, which is me, the subject is SoFi. People don't get confused. It's not me by any means. I'm just a channel. I'm just the vessel through which the SoFi deliver the message is delivered. Okay, call me the horse. What they used to do across the Pony Express. That's me. Yep. I'm going to be showing you a lot of things this afternoon, folks, at 8:08 p.m. So I'm not sharing them with you now, but I have a whole page of information right here about SoFi that you're going to pick up on if you come back at my evening broadcast at 8:08 p.m. Okay, this here is just trying to show you where to sell at the highs right now, buy at the lows, sell at the highs, buy at the lows. That's what we've been doing. We sold it at 888 this morning. We bought it back in the 870s. We sold it again at 898 something. We bought it back at the down below 8 in the 888. Then we sold it at 813. We bought it back just now at 901. This is what we're doing. We're swing trading the stock, folks. We're making good money doing it. We still have a boatload of shares of SoFi in the core position, but we're selling percent parts of it. And now we got 899. Beautiful. I would love to see this go to 897. But even if it is at 899, I'm going to pick it up here. Positions, SoFi, add, review order, and place it. Oh, I'll take it here, right here. I'm going to take a nice little chunk from them right now. I'm only buying 100 at a time. But I'll definitely buy this at $8.99 right now. You bet your butt. At lunchtime low, yes, sir. There we go. Every one of these shares I'll be selling on the next earnings call, somewhere in the 11, 12s, or 13s. Review order and place it. I'm just going to sit here and fill them because 897 is, I know, a number that they really want. So I'm just going to try and get 100 at 898 here too. Just to say I'm completely sold out and hit all my sell orders. Where should I buy back in? We're looking right now for the very low here in the mid afternoon, and I'm buying. I'm buying right here. So if I'm buying, you're probably pretty safe to be buying. Place order right here. We're looking for. I've got an order in here for 898, and I did fill that 898. See, what I had there was on the sheet: sell at 813, buy back as low as 801. Okay, and we're actually getting it below 801. So this is a 15-cent drop, and that's what they did earlier today. They could only manage 15 cents back here. Look at the price right here. This morning the price hit a price of 888, and they pulled it back to this 870 right there, right there. They pulled it back to 873 or 8, what was it? Let me look at that. I think it was 872. 873 off of 8. They pulled it back 15 cents. Well, now how much did they pull it back off of the top today? How much did we off of the top when it was at 916? They've got it back 17, 18 cents now. So I'm going in, place order again, buying 100. I'd love to see it hit 897 right here. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get 897. I got 898 again. That's 200 I've bought there now. But folks, I sold 5,000 shares at 812 and 813, 2,000 at 812 and 3,000 at 813. Let's just put a limit order this time in. Limit 897. Come on, down, down, down. 897. There we go. Let's do it. Review order 897, you silly thing, not 898. There it is. Place it. I'm in 897. Filled at 897 at 2:27:24, 12:42 p.m. Bought 897. 100 shares. Well, now I've bought back 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 17, 27, 37 of 100 of the 8,000 that I sold. And now look at the price, 901. I'm going to do it again here. Let's go for $9 even. I'm gonna be trailing them at 50 share orders at a time here now from this 9 up. All right, and review order and place it. All right, we'll start trailing them 50 shares at a time. Buy $9, 50 shares. See if that fills. It just did. Very cool. Here we go again. I'm not going to get the 897. It doesn't look like that's going to be a wasted one. So I'm going to go in on that one and edit it. And we'll make it 901 as soon as the price hits 903. And this is going to be my all afternoon trading if I can get away with it. If she's later getting back from getting her nails done. Right now we're good shape, folks. Just to say I'm completely sold out. Scat, you think BKSY will go up on earnings on the 28th? I don't know, but I won't be holding it through that. I don't know enough about it to hold it through earnings. So I can't say for sure, but BKSY was up very nice today and still is up nice, but it was up about 6% at 175. And but I really can't say. I know I won't be holding it through. I can promise you that. I won't. I didn't buy too many shares of that anyway at the first in the first place. But I sure am glad to see this SoFi going to 903 now. So I can place this order right now at 901 and I can put one in at 902. 50 shares at 902. And I'm going to do it right now. Review order and place it. 50 shares, 902. And folks, this thing is going to run and continue to run. There we are at 904 already. A beautiful sell of 5,000 shares at 912 and 913. And then just as was written on my paper, it went all the way down to that doggone 897. And that's what they do, folks. And we got to take advantage of it every day. Now, folks, you cannot do exactly what I'm doing here unless you have over $25,000 worth of stock and cash in your account. Don't make a mistake and think you can do exactly what I'm doing unless you have over 25,000 in your account. I am not a financial advisor, people. I am just someone who is here to share with you my years and years of experience. You can take it or leave it. And my expert record of profitable stocks here on this channel proves that I know what I'm doing when it comes to charts, people. These charts all look fantastic. Of the stocks that we own, and this is one of the best ones of them all, SoFi right now. Looks to me like it's getting ready to explode. BKSY, buy some more right here. BKSY. I'm going to add to this position. I'm gonna add 100 shares BKSY, and I'm going to just put it right here at a buy order 163.50, huh? BKSY buy 100. And you can look down here, folks. You can see right now there really isn't a lot of volume on this. I'm actually going to try to buy it at 163. I like to come in underneath it a little bit and see if they'll pop it back just a tiny bit during lunchtime, and we'll see if it fills or not. But that one looks good. HIMS continuing to look good this afternoon, but it's sideways now, driven down tomorrow at 9:50 in the morning, and we'll be watching this one very close at 9:50 a.m. tomorrow morning. All right, because got an agreement with my wife to let me come on each morning because that's when the price hits the low of the day, and my name is Catfish. I buy at the bottom, so therefore she's allowing me to come on in the morning. So I'll probably come on each morning from 9:15 or so, or right before the bell, up until 10:30 to 10:45, and then I'll be off the rest of the day and coming on at 8:08 in the evening. All right, because and then that'll give me a chance to look at more information online to dig up more great news about SoFi for us all. Okay, and I have a whole page full of it right here. I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight at 8:08 p.m. when I do my live stream tonight at 8:08. And it will be a very short, maybe 30-minute live stream. And hopefully we can have tons of people coming on every night because I'll be doing it at the exact same time, 8:08. Oh man, look at that! I just had 50 at 9:01 and 9:02 that just filled again. Beautiful. Thank you very much, you diligent little shortened sons of bitches. Sorry, there are other things that could be said for them. Let's come in again on this right now. Orders. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, those are filled. We're going to reuse this order here. Reuse order. Mm-hmm. There we go. Review order and place it. Password. Come on, man. I love to use that statement. Come on, man. Enter. We all good. Might as well buy some more cheap shares here at 8.98. I still have an order sitting there at 8.97 for a small amount, 50 shares there at 8.97. And we'll see. I've already got 200 at 8.98, so I'm not incentivized to buy any more. If it starts rising, I might. Might help push it right on up. Hard, stiff, stubborn, girthy, dry, lubeless. Just run it up. Hit the like button, everybody. We got 34 likes on the channel right now. And you're going to see me make a very, very mass quick exodus when I see a silver gray Lexus, charcoal gray Lexus drive by this window very slowly as it pulls in the driveway. You're going to see a very, very quick goodbye without anything holding me back. It will be snappy. I'm going to be off this channel, and you'll have to come look for me at 8:08 tonight. All right, Raphael, but as soon as I make some profits, I will contribute to the channel. Thank you. Catfish, you can't leave us alone. You need to keep on doing the live stream every day. What are we going to do without you? I can't contribute to the channel as all my money is in Sofi. That's all right. We'll come back up again. We'll be doing lives periodically. She does have to go to work. She does have to go to work. The only problem is we don't have any way of her not logging in just to keep an eye on what Catfish is doing while she's at work. Today she's getting her nails done right now, so I'm getting a quick chance to sell again. We just sold at the high and now we're buying at the low again. That's what this channel is about all day long. We just keep doing it over and over. We repeat the process. We repeat the process. Sell at the high, buy back at the low. I mean, these numbers are so easy to determine now. Do you starting to get the picture? I mean, sell it at 9.12 and 9.13 and buy it back below $9. It's You can write it in stone. It's been chiseled in the walls, folks, of the SoFi halls of fame. How many times this thing's get a 13 number and being driven back down? I showed you right here, folks, going back to the July the 19th date. The price had run up and up and up before July the 19th. It was 771 on June the 23rd. And then it went up higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, and it kept going higher and higher. And the next thing you know, it stopped at $10.13 for no known reason. I did research. I went and looked back. I tried to figure out what stopped it. What was the news? Did they get a downgrade? Why did it drop? There was nothing. There was nothing in the news about SoFi falling that day for any reason other than manipulation, people, period. And they drove it down to 894 exactly 6 days later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. 894. 2 days later, 1170. What a coincidence! That was easy to take advantage of the retail market right there. That was very easy for him to do that. But just like it was to drive this price down to 789 again after that, and after 789, the dang thing rose all the way up to $9.81, 1013, 1016 that time. Isn't that coincidental? Look at that number, 1016. And what's today's high at? 916, people. History repeats itself. Pay close attention. We've got a massive gain today, again on SoFi, back to back. This thing's starting to come apart on them, folks. And institutions are the reason why, in my opinion. Now, it can be a little bit confusing because you go over to institutional ownership and you see that the number has dropped for the number of institutions by 4 institutions. See, we're at 794 now. Now we've fallen 6 institutions, right? And you might be confused by that and go, well, it looks like institutions are leaving Catfish. There was 800, now 794. No, no, I don't give a dang if 6 institutions walked away from this stock. They have their own reasons for doing that. But I know one thing is for sure: 47 institutions added to their position on the 13th when the price was at 778. And I know 101 institutions added to their positions when the price the next time was only $8.10 to as much as 843 that day. And 111 institutions on February the 14th is an unheard of, unprecedented, never happened before. I went back through the history of how many shares had traded on days like when we hit 1170, the highest it's been this year. How many institutions? And there were 19 institutions. All right. There weren't that many when that happened. And I looked at the date of our first earnings call where we broke into gap profitability, and there were like 29 institutions only that day. Folks, we've never seen 47 institutions. And when you got Vanguard filling a Form 13, showing that they've increased their position, and shares the percent 19.32%. Holy crap, people. This is Vanguard, one of the biggest players in the sea, one of the biggest fish in the sea, period. And here we go, lunchtime low. It's beautiful to see this, folks. I'm as pleased as can be because I told you to sell it at the number 813 this morning, and I hope that all of you fish did. Oh, I'm coming in here for sure. You bet I am. You know me, man. This is what I do. I sell high and I buy low. 50 shares at a time here. I'm going for 890 right here. Review order and place it. 890. 891. I'll be going in on the heels of that. And I want 889 for sure. I think they're going for 888, so I'm going to go 889. And I'll get 100 there. Review order and place it. 889. And then 888. I'll pick back up 500 at 888. I guarantee it. 888. Nah, let's be conservative. We'll do 200. Review order and place it. 200 at 888. All right, there's 891 right there. There we go. There's 890 right there. 50 shares. Thank you very much, Shorty. 50 at 890 and 50 at 891. Folks, we just sold this at 813. You should be buying it back now. Thought I saw her car there, folks. I was ready to slam the door. Just slap this computer down. Boom. Close it off. I'm going to be out of here very, very soon, folks. Have you seen the volume traded on sound? What does this mean? Well, what it meant was if you were like me, you got out this morning on it. I sold it when it was at the highs. I sold this thing at 649 the first time. The next block I sold at 666, and the next block I sold at 688. And I got out at those numbers, and I'm out of so now. I don't own a single share of it. Okay. I don't know anything about where it's going to go, but I know one thing's for sure: it'll pull back tomorrow morning at 9:50 until 10:30 or 11, and I'll be there to snap it up. Then they'll shake out these weak hands that came in on it again today. The newbies will be shook from the tree. You ask me? I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Now I'm going to put these orders back in and reuse the 890 and 891 order. Reuse order. And we're going to 890 and 891. 50 shares here. Review order and place it. 50 at 890. Just went in. And 50 at 891. Here we go. 891 will be the next. 50 shares again. Review order and place it. Beautiful. We're in. Now we're going to go in at 892 because the price is 894. When I see that, I'll go 892 now. Review order, and I'm just going to watch this until it gets to 894, and then I'll put in my 892 number. And we're going to make a lot of money on this stock today, folks. We're going to make a lot. We've already been making a lot on it every day. 45-cent swings, buying the lows, selling the highs, buying the lows, selling the highs. But as soon as I make some profits, I will contribute to the channel. Thank you, Raphael. Justin Schaefer, you should do a market open and close live stream for an hour or so, since you're moving away from the full market streams. I could. Kay, need wifey time. That's right. Cat, that's right. Majestic Falcon. Hey, welcome. I don't recognize that name. I like it. And welcome to the tank. Catfish, do you think there is any confluence between prices for SoFi and Lending Club? I never had really looked at the two together. But if there is any that you've noticed, I'll take a look and see if there is. It'll sure be easy to tell because I'll just look at the long-term chart and see what it looks like comparatively. Well, no. Unfortunately, I don't see that. Yike. I'm wondering, it makes me think they might have done a split to get that big of a difference. Well, man, has that ever looked beaten down since 2021? Huh. They're two different looking charts to me. I'm sorry, I don't really see them comparing up that much. I tell you one thing, there's certainly a lot of the downside risk is far less than the upside potential, in my opinion, at this price. All right. The downside risk, because you can see it's resisted there at 471, it's resisted there at 455, 467, it's resisted right there at this takedown attempt recently at 519, which is better than either of those two numbers, which I like. And now it's resisting right here at 813 today, is what they. Was that the low? No, 818. They're obviously priced the exact same amount almost at this stage of the game, but I like SoFi's chart better. I definitely like SoFi's chart better. I have to say that. All right, folks, it's getting very, very close to time for me to say goodbye here. Catfish, do you think there's any confluence? The NASDAQ is going down. That's why we're going down too, but not worried. Raphael, we're going down right here because the manipulators are manipulating. And we just took advantage of it. We just bought the doggone thing at $8.90, $8.91, $8.92. And we're going to watch it now springboard and go right back up over 9. It will be their definite attempt just to close this at 8.99 tonight, people. I can assure you, just like I assured you yesterday, they were going to try to close it 6 hours before the closing. I said 8.55 is where the price is going to close tonight. And look where it closed, 8.54. And that's only because they dumped three big red candlesticks at the very end at 357, 358, and 359 yesterday. They dumped millions of dollars worth, 8 million plus in the last 3 minutes to get a penny below my number I said called for. That's how much it meant to them, not for me to be right, everybody. Danny Dimes, did anyone here pay for the subscription on Fintel considering purchasing? Well, we definitely would be very gracious to you if you decided to do that. Grateful indeed to have that insider information, to know uh, more than we are observing at this time, man. And we could just share that information big time with everyone on this channel, which I'm sure would be an asset. And we'll give you the employee parking for 6 months, top dog. All right. I can't buy more as if I don't have cash in hand, but not worried at all. We will be at 10 or 11 very soon, 3 or 4 weeks. Yep. Oh, we're going to be over $10, and it will be, like I said, in the time frame you're speaking of, because they never do hold this stock down below $10 for more than 67 days is the most it was ever held below $10. 67 days. So we've already passed 1 month that they drove it down to 778 or 641 or whatever, and now we're already from 641 it already went over 10. I'm sorry, but then, folks, we are going to see it from that 778 back over 10, and it will be within, like, most likely 29 days of that date on the 13th. So we could see it by even the 13th of this month break over 10, and it could easily happen with this kind of movement we're seeing daily right now in this volume. Already over 40 million shares, and as I warned you all, anytime we're going to see shares over 40 million, all of you shorters were warned ahead of time. It's going to get very hard for you to contain it when you're only borrowing 13 million or 14 million shares a day and the volume keeps hitting over 40 million, because you don't have that's so much of the churn anymore. And you got all these daggum institutions piling in when you drove it down to 810 on the 14th. 111 institutions. Oh my God. Danny Dime says, give me 9 months. I hear you. Speaking of Danny Dimes, man, oh man, the CLSK. BITF, I told you it was a good buy there earlier, right there. Told you buy some of that. Beautiful. BITF, I bought 100 at 353.5 and I bought 100 at 354. Very nice. And it's rising, folks, because it should have never been driven that to red in the first place. Bitcoin looks very good here. Look at this damn chart. That's the 1 week chart on Bitcoin now at 57,851, folks. 56,851. Yes, it is. Bitcoin is a very solid buy, especially at this price right here now. 355. Get some. Get you some. Buy 100 shares. Don't go in for thousands. Wait. If it goes at 354 and you get it at 354.50, then good for you. Then wait. If it goes up another penny, buy a little bit more. If it goes another penny, get a little more. Buy 20 shares at a time as it rises. And then you'll sell it with me like I sold it this morning at $3.99 a share in the pre-market. Now I'm buying it back. Sold it at pre-market $3.99 a share, buying it back right now. I already bought it back earlier. Bought it at 353.5, 354. And to prove how good I still think it is, because I know where Bitcoin's going to be, or believe I know, based on the fact that all these banks and legacy banks are still working on getting the processing down before they can make this available to their customers. But when this becomes available to all of every big legacy bank has all the paperwork in order and all the processes and ready and tested and tried and proven, and then they release this is going to be a huge Bitcoin movement in the next 6 months, people. That's my call. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think so. So yeah, I think Bitcoin, BITF is a very good buy point right here. I already bought it at this number, 353.5. That's exactly the number I bought it at a little bit ago. I was telling everybody to buy this Bitcoin when it was $1.97, and some Yahoo jumped on here and says, "Why the hell are you telling everybody to buy that?" I said, "Because Bitcoin's about to start taking off." It was the price of the Bitcoin at the time was around 39,000 or something. He's like telling me how stupid I was. There you go. At 35366, that's a very good buy. If you've got that number, or 35350 or anywhere around here, this is good. This is good. You can look at Bitcoin, what it's done in the last week, and that's telling you where it's going, folks. All right. That's the direction it's headed in, and it's not going to change. Bitcoin is also being used very heavily by a nasty little group of people that are taking over certain places and ransoming, making them pay for ransomware to get their computers back online. And I'm not saying that that's what happened to AT&T when they were shut down. And they're not saying why they were shut down, but they were cyber attacked. And if they used ransomware on them, that would have been a pretty sizable chunk, I would believe. And I'm floating a rumor out there. It's pure speculation on my part. But it's this rumor that I'm putting out is not just based on me just thinking so. I know for a fact that this is what happened to our U.S. airlines a year ago when all our airplanes were forced to stick to the ground and couldn't take to the skies because we didn't have any of our radar equipment working properly. We were cyber attacked and they demanded money and payment in the form of Bitcoin. I know this for a fact. And the very next day, they did the exact same thing to Canada's airline. In case you didn't know that, everybody. It's not spoke about in the news. You'll never hear about it in the news. But then they moved on after Canada, and the U.S. was so successful and Canada was so successful. And these ransomware people are very successful at what they do because people want their information back. They can't operate without it. So what I'm telling you, folks, is that there's ransomware being paid in the form of Bitcoin like mad right now, and we're not getting any news about it because they don't want you to know. And I'm telling you, you can believe me or you're not. It's up to you. All right. But you might want to look into it because I already did. And that's why I'm telling you. Part of the reason is not just because of these banks that are starting to introduce these new customers to Bitcoin, but ransomware. All right. I see some packages being delivered to our front door right now with the window open. So that's to our advantage. I'll be right back, folks. All right. Holy smokes, look at this thing going back up over 9. This is how we do it, people. Yeah. Just come in below it. 2 cents every time it rises. BITF. You should put an order in right now for 353.50 and another one in at 354. And because I say this, every once in a while they'll dump out, 20,000, 30,000 shares and they'll pull it back a teeny tiny bit and then it'll go on up. But right now, you're safe. Just buy it. Just buy the doggone thing again. Yep, 356.50. Put it in right now. Just do it. That 356. Get that 356. and you're just buying little chunks at a time as it rises, and you really can't go wrong that way. If it's rising, it's going to keep rising, and folks, Bitcoin is going to keep rising. Okay, this is not going to stop. The ransomware isn't going to quit, and also the fact that they're not reporting it is probably not going to stop. I'm the only one reporting it to everyone. All right. I'm the only one that's told everybody what's going on with Bitcoin right now. There's a lot of people demanding payment with it through ransomware facilities out there, making fortunes. Fortunes happened to my daughter's business, her husband's business. They got ransom. They got their computers, files. They got hacked, and they couldn't get access to any of their data, and they had to pay. And they had to pay with Bitcoin because it's untraceable. All right, you're aware of it now. Now, as I said, folks, I'm going to shut this down very quickly here. I'm happy as pleased as hell that I was able to show you several times today to sell this Sofi at its high, buy it back lower, sell it at its high, buy it back lower. We've done it now 3 times today, and we're making good money doing it. All right. We sold it when it was this morning and broke out and went to 888. We knew it was going to pull back from that number, and we were able to buy it back all the way down here at 873. A 15-cent drop. Then the thing ran back up here and we sold it again at 888. And then we bought it back that time at 880, 881, 882. You saw me buying it. And then I went for the election, came back, sold it when the daggum thing hit 898 a share. Sold it at 898. And where did we just buy it back? We were just buying it back even again. And we bought it again. But we were able to buy it after we sold it at 898 a share. When I got back from the voting station, we were able to buy the thing back at 890 a share, folks. 889. And it's funny because on my sheet it even says sell at 898, buy back at 889. It's crazy. All right. And then it just did it again. We just did it again. Sold it up here when it got to 813. Bought it back just now. Bought again right there. 893, 891. All those numbers we bought it at. And now it's at 895. J-Rod, I hope BITF beats negative 03 on 319. You said it might close at 850. Do you still think this is possible? SoFi? No. No, I don't. SoFi is not going to close at 850. I don't remember ever telling anybody it was going to close today at 850. I said yesterday it was going to close at 855 and it closed at 854. I said today it's going to close most likely at 899. But if it doesn't close at 899 and goes over 9 again, then folks, this thing is not going to stop until it blasts past 913 to 920. And if it doesn't stop at 920, it's going to go to 10 very rapidly. Yeah, you didn't misunderstand. Now, we have numbers on this sheet that if you would have sold at every one of these numbers, you would have bought back at every one of the numbers I have for a buyback. And in many cases, even lower, you would have bought back in. No, that's all right. You don't have to apologize. No. No es necesito, mi amigo. Mira, aquí es las números vender or whatever. Sell 808, buy back 801 to 798. We just did that. But it wasn't 808, it was 908, and then we bought back at 898. You see that? We sold at 908, bought back at 898. We sold this morning at 912. I sold 2,000 shares there and 3,000 at 913 and bought back just now at below $9 after we sold at 912. We sold this morning at 920. That's the next number. We sell at 920 and then they're going to pull it back to 813 to 821. You won't believe how fast these numbers here could sell after we're in the 920 to the 999. And when we get to 10, it might even start even moving faster. Folks, those are the numbers that you need to be selling at and buying back with me if you have over 25,000 in your account. If you do not have over 25,000 in your account, you cannot replicate what you cannot do the same thing I'm doing. You can only sell at the high and buy back at the low. That's all you can do. All right. And then you have to keep those shares that you bought back for 2 trading days before you can sell them. My suggestion is if you've got five, let's just make it simple. Let's say you've got $3,000 worth of shares. Okay. On day one, you sell at the high 1/3 of those shares. On day two, you sell at the high 1/3. But you buy back on this day one after you sold at the high, you buy back at the low. The next day, the next third, you sell at the high and you buy back at the low. And the third day, you do it again. And you can do that every single day of your life without getting what's called a good faith violation. Now, your brokerage will let your let your let the government know that you're day trading the stock and not staying in for a year. Therefore, you're going to pay higher taxes, as much as about 30%, which is almost double the amount you'll pay in taxes if you just hold the stock for a year. So some people just buy and hold for over a year, and this would be a great stock to do that with. Then when you sell, you only pay 15% in taxes. A year from now, you'll be selling this thing at 16, 18, 20, 23, 27, who knows, a year from now, after five in a row reports of GAAP profitability and revenues running up. And man, I got a bunch of information to share with you people about that fireside chat. Okay, I have a ton of information on a sheet of paper here about the fireside chat, and I'm going to be telling you all about it, folks, this evening at 8:08 p.m. Make sure you come on at 8:08. A year from now, we'll be at $50. It's true. We could be. It could be even that. It could even hit that number on an announcement of any news any day. It won't stay there, but that's the reason I have my sell orders all the way up to $49.98 or $39.98, which is as high as I have them now. But folks, you got to put your sell orders in on these shares that you're buying at these high numbers in case some news story breaks out and the price spikes up there real fast and then drops back down, which will happen. It will happen. One day this thing's going to spike up to around $25 to $30, and everybody will be like stunned, and they'll be, oh my God. And if you didn't have your sell orders, you wouldn't have got it, because they'll get up there and drop right back down into the nines and tens again. On news, it'll happen on news. So put your sell orders in place right now ahead of time. Good till canceled, GTC. Put them up there at $24, because many brokerages won't allow you to put them any higher than 24 right now. But put them in at 24.99. Put them in there so they can't be borrowed. Once you got sell orders on all your stocks, they can't be borrowed by the shorts. We're going to dry up the share count, and these institutions adding so much to their positions lately are drying up the share count, folks. They're just getting less and less shares available. I'll set my alarm for 2:08 a.m. CE time. Guy's going to get up at 2 in the morning to watch Catfish show you all this information I have. And I have a lot of it here, because they had that fireside chat with Anthony Noto 2 days ago, and I have all of the details about it. I'll be sharing those with you at 8:08 p.m. And right now, I'm looking for my wife's car to pull in this driveway any minute right now. And I wanted to ask you guys, just hang on just a second. She got a bunch of packages delivered. I just sent a picture of them to her, so maybe we can get a prompter response. And maybe she'll let me know when she's on her. Gonna be here. But we got the window open up here today. We're watching, monitoring for our own safety. Can I speak to your wife and explain why you need to keep on doing your morning live streams? Yeah, you can try. She'll be coming in the door here pretty soon, and I'll tell her someone wants to talk to her. And at 8:08 this evening, you can talk to her. You're opening the door, all right? You're the one that's going to open this can of worms. So be prepared for whatever may come your way. I just filled at 897, folks. Just got more Sofi at 897. Beautiful. Thank you, Shorty. 100 shares at 897 just then. Yes. I don't know where my pen just went to. There it is. Nice. Cha-ching. Let's try for 896. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I already had that share order in there at 897, and I just filled. Reason being is I think that we're fixing to break it back up over $9, and I know 897 is a resistance point. And when it's dropping, it'll stop there. So when it's going up, I'm thinking, we're going to break on past this now. So I'll pick it up at 897 real quick, and we'll see. Watch it go on up. And I'm happy that I got it at 897 just then. You can see it's at 898 right now. And I like to help it when it starts to make its way back up after they slaughter it down. And they did it, man. What was the lunchtime low today? 891 for the lunchtime low. We can now write that down officially. The lunchtime low, 891. And we just slaughtered yesterday's lunchtime low, people. Completely obliterated it. Yesterday's lunchtime low. Yesterday's lunchtime low, folks, 856. 35-cent gain on the lunchtime low. And the interesting thing was the day before that, the lunchtime low was 856 minus, and the low the day before that was 822. 34-cent. See that pattern? Holy smokes. Beautiful. And 2 days before that, the low was 814. 822 to 814. Oh man, this thing's building momentum, people. This thing is building momentum. See that? 822, 856 to 822. What was that? 8.56 minus 8.22 equals 34 cents. And then the 2 days before that, it was just an 18 cents up. 18 from the 814. All right. I got it all. So it's building momentum. First, it makes an 18-cent improvement off the low. Then it makes a 34-cent improvement off the low. Today, it makes a 35-cent improvement off the low. Nice. Let's just keep it on going, folks. And as I said, they're going to try to close this out today, I do believe, at 897. Double bottom on BITF. Look, it's juicy. Ah, there you go. Still, it's above where I just bought it. There's the double bottom right there. Bam, bam. There's a triple. There was a bottom right there, one right there at 350, and then they ran it back down here again. The second bottom was right there, right there. 350.01. And then the next bottom you saw right there, 351. So you got a triple bottom, 350, 350.01, and 350. 351 was it? Yeah, 351. So folks, that's good. That's good. And now look at it, 356 is all they can take it back down to off of the pop right there to 358. That's not good for the shorts. I can tell you that. Sofi 896 and rising. Man, have we killed this thing today, man. Selling it at the high every time, buying it back nice and low. Yep. Catfish is playing the When Is My Wife Going to Be Home game, LOL. Let's see if she wrote me back about the packages. It says delivered, but no response. Let's give her a ringy ding. Everybody, you guys need to hold it down. Call Sweetie Petey. Calling Sweetie Petey mobile. No speakerphone. Oh, phone is turned off. All right, well, we can't get a clue. 896, rising, rising, rising. Let's go. Ah, here we go. Hey, Sweetie Petey. Did you see what I sent you? Huh? I sent you a picture of all your packages that are here. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Well, I'll see you then. Probably 2:15, 2:30, I guess. 1:30. All right. Be careful. Watch out for the deer. Bye bye. Okay. Set alarm for 2:08 p.m. Oh yeah. Turn on that alarm and turn on the heat for SoFi. Right, everybody? There you go. Danny Time surprise attack. All right. Look at this price. Going back up over 9 now. Who would have thought it? And they're going to try to hold it at 8.99, but if they don't, we're going to have some interesting things developing, in my opinion. We'll see what happens here in just a few moments, everybody. There's 8.99 again, and we now cross back into the $9 territory. And now I bought 100 at 8.97, so that's good. Green. I also had bought already 50 at 9.02 and 50 at 9.01. So those will hopefully be green. And I bought 50 at $9. I bought 100 at 8.97, 100 at 8.98. Those are both green for me. I bought 100 at 8.99. I bought 100 at 9.01, 100 at 9.02 because after it got to 9.13, I thought they'd try to run it down into the $9 range. That's why I like to sell there so much, everyone. And so thank you if you can understand why now, and it makes it very clear why I want to sell at that 13 number, folks, and buy back lower. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen, folks. You can just count on it. And you might as well take advantage of it and not get discouraged by it. Okay. That's what I do. I just take advantage of these guys trying to take advantage of everybody else. Look at that, $9. Back over 9, baby. Oh, yeah. And 43,947,000, folks. 43,948,000, 43,948,258. 43,948,881, 957. That was a 10,000 share dump of shares to get it back to 899. 43,962 now. 43,962. And back it jumps to 901, just like that, people. Somebody bought in 44,087, 44,107, 44,117. You're talking 30,000 share buys here and dumps. 44,151. 44,154. See 3,000 to make it fall. 44,175. We're jumping quick here, folks. 44,178. 44,170. 184. 186. 6,000 shares. Folks, these people are coming in. 44,191. 44,201. 10,000 share buy. It's going over 9. 44,208. 44,209. Still over 9. 44,215. 216. 217, still over 9, 219, all happy to buy over $9. 231 now, over 9. This is good, folks. 30,000 share buys over 9 is good. 42,250, 44,255. Wow. 44,263. That was a big dump to make it go down to 899 again. 44,266, back to 9. 44,266, 212. Man, this is beautiful, folks. 444, 356. That's a big buy coming in, and it went to 901 when that happened. 100,000 shares. 44, 370. 44, 372. 44, 378, 387. That is a 10,000 share buy right there, and happy to do it at 901. Now we've risen to 902. And folks, this is where you should start coming in on this stock. 44,440. I'm going to buy another 50 shares at a time. I'm going to start buying 50 shares at a time here. This looks very promising with this big share coming in. We got some big buyers here already starting right now. Positions. I still got about 6,000 shares to buy back here of Sofi. $100 coming in now. Review order and place it. I'd love to take 100 shares right now. Anybody want to give them to me, I'll take them. Anybody. At any price, I don't give a dang. 44,473,894. Bought it at 901. Got it at 901 again. That gives me another 100 there. That's 200 at that price. I'm going to go back in again here. There's just too many. And let's try 899. Let's do 50 at 899. Yeah. Review order and place it. 50 at 899 is in. There it is. Another 50. There you go. Nice. Very sweet. Very sweet. There's my order right there, probably. Let's try it again. Review order and place it. Let's try 899 again. You know they're trying to get it down there. Somebody will throw a share out to me at 899, I promise you. Somebody, there it is right there. See? It comes that way. There's another 50. That gives me 200 at 899 today. And I bought more when it was dropping. I bought another 100 earlier this morning when it was dropping. So I got 300 now at 899. Review order and place it. Keep on coming in on it, folks. Happy to buy it, whatever they give it away for me. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away. 899, 100 shares. Beautiful. This is beautiful. And now it's back to 901. And it's going to keep going up, folks. 44,610 right now. 44,610, 864. 44,615, a 5,000 share buy at 901. Happy to do it. 44,619, 908. 44,620. 44,621, 23. 44,625. I like this. Everybody buying 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, above $9. Beautiful. and it continues to rise. 44,632, 44,633, 44,633, 270. These are very small orders. 44,639, $9. I want to thank you all for being here. Hey, Tyler, do most day traders work on the same price as you do to buy and sell? I don't know if they do or not. I know that mine are very successful. I mean, I've been doing this a long, long time, and that's why these numbers are written on these sheets that I have for you guys to benefit from too. I don't know whether they are uh, have been paying long enough attention to the gematria involved in, which is numbers, numerology involved in the stock market. But I have certainly seen certain numbers become very, very critical points at which to sell and buy back lower. Okay. And one of them right now on this stock is at $9.30. Okay. When we get to 930, they're going to try to pull it back down below 920 because 920 is where they want to hold it. Okay. So even though it breaks over 920, and as I told you, it could go on up to 10 quickly after, when it gets to 930, they're going to take it right back down, maybe to 913 on the way before it gets there. Trust me. Okay. Write them all down. You can see what I'm saying. Review order right here. And I love what I'm seeing here. 44,731,000. Folks, anytime we've got over 40 million, this is going to be a very critical stage number. We keep pushing this 40 million a day, and it's a war of attrition. We will win. We will win it because you're talking about 30 million people acquiring shares away each day, while 10 million are being given away by the shorts that are borrowing those shares to give away to try to give a false falling illusion. Okay. And now we're at 902. So I'm going to keep buying here. I'm going to buy 50 shares at a time, market share, review order, and place it. I don't even care what it is. I just know that the pressure is on them right here. They couldn't hold it at 8.99. So now I'm just going to buy and keep buying these shares from them they're trying to give away, and for whatever price they'll give them to me here at right this stage, because I know it's going over $10. That's what I know. That's what I know, people. What is going on here? Why isn't this working? Come on, baby. Still just spinning right now. I don't know why. Don't know why. Can't figure it out. $9. 50 at 9. That's 2 times I've done that. Well, folks, this looks awesome right now. 20 minutes till, and the price holding over $9. I thought for sure they'd give it a hearty effort to stop it at 8.99. And I know that this is not what they want to see. The price right now bantering between 9 and 901 and 902 at this early in the afternoon, folks, because we've already seen this thing make very nice moves in the later afternoon after the big whales start coming in. This chart still looks absolutely gorgeous. The 3-month chart tells you everything you need to know about this stock. Look at the 3-month chart, people. I'm going to look at some others. BITF, still good. SOUN, very good. Still not moving anything but sideways. Pure accumulation. My goodness, look at that GCT again, folks. Man, they ran that thing down for a reason. They wanted in on it a week ago, big time. They wanted in at $25, $26, and they got in on that day. Someone had wrote me that day and said, "What are they doing to your GCT?" I said, "They want in lower. Buy it right now. Buy it. They want in lower before this run continues." There's the run that's going on, folks, and they want it in. And look at that manipulation down to 25.96 on February the 20th. And look at it now. Total, total manipulation. 101. Manipulation 101 right there, people. And I told you when it happened that day what it was. I said, that's all it is. Said that was all it was. Oh yeah, 902, baby. Well, if they couldn't hold it at $8.90, then they couldn't hold it at 8.91, and they were unable to hold it at 8.92 just 20 minutes ago, and they couldn't stop it at 8.93 15 minutes ago, and they couldn't stop it at 8.94, 95, 96, 97, 98, which you know they would love to have, and now it's back over 9. Where do you think they're going to stop it now, and how? That's the question to ask. How are they going to stop it now? Market share, review order. Come on, give me another one. Place it. Where are they going to stop it now? Market share orders coming in like crazy. 902 right there now. I've already got 100 there, so now it's rising, and I'm going to keep coming in. Going to put in an order here right now at $9. 50 share order at $9. Review order and place it. Put a dot beside that. Now we're going to go in at 901. Limit orders. These are limit orders. 50 share. Review order and place it. I got to transfer this account over to Charles Schwab, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to hate that. 50 at 901. Now we're going to go in at 902 because it's at 904. 50 at 902. Review order and place it. This looks very good, folks. 45 million shares traded today, and we still got freaking 2 hours and 15 minutes to go. Jeepers, creepers, people. Oh my gosh, this looks awesome, everybody. Awesome. Well, one thing's for sure, everybody. If you had the numbers written down on your sheet of paper that I had written down, and I've shown you guys, everyone on this channel, I've shown you this piece of paper 100 times. And today, you could have executed and made yourself a lot of money today. Okay. At every one of these numbers that I have on this sheet, if you would have sold, you could have bought it back for a lot less. Right here, this morning, if you would have sold here this morning at each of these numbers, after it hit these numbers, it dropped to these numbers. At every one of them that I told you to sell at, it dropped and even dropped lower than these numbers. You can see I just bought in the 790s, folks, after I sold at 813. That's why it has a circle around that number, because you sell a lot of shares at 812 and 813. I put 812 just to make sure you get rid of some of them. So I sold 2,000 there, and then I sold 3,000 at 813. I broke them up into small little share amounts too, not 3,000 share order and a 2,000 share order. I put them in little amounts so they would sell. Then I told you sell at 820. You buy back here at 814 to 811, and it actually went down even lower after we sold it at 820. And then I said sell it at 830, which we did, and then we bought it back in the sevens, high sevens. I told you this morning, sell this thing at 844, sell it at 848, sell a lot at 865, sell at 888. I said sell there, and we did, and we bought it back at 861, 62, 63. Man, oh man. Man, we're killing it. All these numbers that you were told to sell at, but they would be in the nines. It would have been 908 and 912 and 9. These numbers will be next. It's 920s where you're going to have your next sell order, and back at 914 to 911 is where you'll be buying it. But at each one of these numbers, if you would have sold here 908 and 912, you could have picked up cheaper shares after you sold at those two numbers. And here at 912, you know where we just picked up. Not only at 908 to 901, we bought all the way down to 997 or 97, whatever it just was down to. Yeah. 898, 899, we're buying there. 897. And then we even got some. It's amazing, folks. Bought at 891, 890 after we sold at 913. Yay. That's how you make money, folks. And now we proceed right back up. We've broken well away from the nines where I just bought a bunch of more shares. And now at this stage of the game, the only share that I bought is at 907, where I bought 500 shares this morning when it started falling, because that was one of the first places I started. I started buying when it got to 909 after it was at 913. So I started buying at 909. That's the biggest position that I bought 1,000 shares. And you can see already we're at 906. So every one of these orders from these just now in these orders that I just placed at 889 that filled, I filled 50, 150, 250 there. I didn't get 200 at 888 though. I placed that order, it never filled. That one never filled. But I sure as heck just bought a bunch at 889, 890, 891, 92 after selling at 913 and buying that low. This is how we make money in the stock market, people. Now we know my wife is going to be here in about 20 minutes. That'll be the end of this broadcast, and then I'll be coming back at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. 8:08 p.m. I'm going to do a live feed at 8:08, and I've got a whole freaking page of information about Sofi that I'm going to divulge to you. And this all includes information that was disclosed on the fireside chat if you didn't get to watch that yesterday. So if you did already see the fireside chat, you might not want to see all this again, but I'm going to show the highlights of the fireside chat, and I hope to do it in about 20 to 30 minutes. And that'll be at 8:08 p.m. It doesn't mind hurt for you to hit the like button right now, though, even for this video, because we may have many people that stay tuned and come back to watch this one too after they see my 908. But folks, I got a lot of stuff to share with you, man. There's a lot going on with this stock right now. This institutional buying is just insane right now, people. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The institutions are buying like mad. Hey, Tyler, do most day trade. 20 to 30 minute for Catfish is 45 to 60. SOUN, huh? All right. Oh my God. Look at that thing. Turn around and bouncing. I already sold it. I should have got back in when it came in low again. When did it get? Oh man. See, I sold it over here, folks. I sold this thing all the way up to 7. The high I sold it for was 788, and I got out the rest at 788. But man, that thing looks good. And then did I buy some more just now a little bit? SOUN. I put in orders just then at 6. I had 100 at 666. Did I get it? Look at that right there, 665. Oh, all right. Yes. Nice. Beautiful. Cha-ching. 100 at 665, and I had 100 at 678 and 100 at 674. So I got all those. Whoa. Ching, ching, ching. All right. Once again, going to make a killing off this daggum stock. Man, oh man, oh man. Awesome, man. Very cool. Good, 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 good. And we're here still, folks. 903, 904, 905. Running, coming alive. There we go. 46055. 20,000 shares bought at 903. 46080, 6,000 shares at 904, 46088, 5,000, 3,000 at 905, 46094, 46098, 4,000 at 905, 46099, 46100, still at 905, 103, 104. Even a 3,000 share sell doesn't keep it off the low. 46,122 now. You're talking about a 100,000 share right there. 46,133, 46,135, 3,000 shares, folks. 138, 3,000 again. 46,141, 140, 46,141, 504. 46,141, 504. Look at that, man. You're talking about a 10 share buy, 46, 150, 146, 155, a 5,000 share buy. And look at that little dinky buy right there, push it up a penny. That's good, folks. When you see small buys of 5 shares make it go up a penny, you got to feel good about that, people. 46, 158, 875. 2,000 shares, 46, 161. That was a 3,000 share dump. 46, 1. Oh, she's rising, folks. 46, 167, 168. 46, 169 will be there quick enough. All those little buys. Look at those little buys there. 3 shares, 5 shares, 2 shares, 5, 3, 46, 172, 174, 185, an 11,000 share buy. 46, 194, 203, 9,000 share buy. And up she goes. They can't hang on here, folks. They can't stop this. This is too much volume coming at them. Too much, too fast. 46, 252. 46, 253, 256. That's a 3,000 share dump. 46, 258. Oh, this looks so good, everybody. It looks so strong over $9. And just think how hard we wanted it to stay over $8, everybody. Golly. Dang. Let's go over here and look at some of our other ones. BKSY still up today. CLSK still amazingly up today after being manipulated and accumulated, is my opinion. Look at that. Bit Farm at beef 350, 850 now. Yes. Very good. Hey, Tyler, do most day traders see Tat check Sun? Yep, Sun. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm engaged to it. Making a lot of money off of that stock. HIMS still not moving. It's just been manipulated all day. TCNNF still 20 cents higher than I bought it. GENI up again today, a little fraction. But this is going to be the one that tears loose this afternoon, folks. 1:55 p.m. Let's see if they just continue to come in and drive it up over the last 2 hours with the volume now at 46 million shares. This is awesome, people. Everything that we could ever dream of is happening right now with Sofi. And I'm going to show you on this piece of paper here this evening. There's many other things I have too on here besides just what was talked about in the meeting of the fireside chat last night. Okay, I've got a lot of other stuff too. I promise you. Be here, folks, at 8:08 p.m. Come aboard with me. I'm going to be doing a live broadcast at 8:08, and you get to all hear from my wife directly at that time, who will probably chime in and have things to say to those that want to talk to her and try to convince her to let me keep doing the whole day events. 1:56 p.m. right now, 46, 464, 426. What a number. 46,464,000, 13,000 shares there. 46, 476, 628. Look at the little buys there. I want to talk to her. Yeah, you're going to get to. Bert Burns and Cat, check SOUN. Yes. Man, you just gotta love this day trading right now. It is so hot right now. Man, this is the way to go, people. This is the way to go. Man, look at that gorgeous chart. Look at the 10-day moving average right now, about to cross the 45-day moving average on our chart on SoFi. The 10-day moving average just has gone up and up and up and up, and it's going to continue to go up just like the 200-day moving average is doing. That's my call. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. 904, ladies and gentlemen, and rising. 46,524,000. Who in the world is going to sell this stock right now, knowing where it's going with all these institutions coming in? There's 905. Oh, yeah, and they are not going to stop it at 899 today. Not going to happen. 46,536,000. I want to get in on the day chart and see what they're doing on the 1 day. Folks, come on back here this evening at 8:08. Hit the like button right now. I see someone did, so there's a heart on for you. I appreciate that. Whoever just did that, I got a heart on for you for hitting that like button just then. Thank you. And I put a heart on for every single person that hits that like button right now. I'm too dumb to do this without you. Paul Preston. LOL. Uh-oh, skip ads. I'm going to skip the ad. There's not supposed to be any ads here. Skip ad. There you go. There's no ad for you today, guys. Come on, throw me some money if you made some money today. You're up freaking 6%. Look at that. Yesterday up 6%, and today how much are we up? That's yesterday. Up 6%, today up to, oh my gosh, folks, this is just awesome. How much are we up today now? But look at this chart, folks. The 1-day chart. It's just insane what's going on here with this 1-day. Look at that beautiful, just stair stepping up and up along the 200-day moving average, just beautifully. And look at the 45-day just cross over the 50-day moving average right there in the middle of the screen. Well, I'll pull it down to the middle. That's a 45-day moving average crossing the 50-day right there you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Trying to get this daggum page to refresh. It's moving at slug speed. Slug speed, folks. 906. As I said, folks, this is already happening and it's not even 2 o'clock yet. We may have a very, very nice two-hour run here coming our way. 906, folks, after we just sold this at 913 and bought back at $8. And what was it? $8.80 and 70 stuff. God, it's insane, folks. This is just crazy. Buying all those shares back we just bought there. Oh my God, at 8 freaking 89 and 890 and 880 and 891, 92, 889, all those shares. Look at all of them. And now every single one of them, except for 3 of my orders, are profitable. Wow. I'm too dumb to do this without you. No, no. You've been watching me long enough, man. Man, oh man, look at these things. Look at these things. Come on, show me the doggone chart, you sons of guns. Sitting there just spinning away and spinning away and spinning away. These institutions, what I wanted to show you guys earlier is even though it's gone down to 494 from 800, they've increased the institutional shares, okay? They've been buying more shares. Forget about a few of them that have left. Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, that's for sure. Right now, my doggone screen won't even refresh and show you what the freaking price is or the chart of today. Stupid thing. God, pitiful. This WOW cable, folks. Avoid them at all costs. WOW internet. Avoid if you can. Maybe they're going to let me see the chart now. Beautiful, folks. 46,791,000 now. We're going to go over 50 million, no problem. Maybe 55 to 60 million by the end of the day. And this looks so strong. If they cut off my signal, I will not come back on. I will see you guys at 8:08 p.m. Do you think, Sofi, I will have a pullback like the last time it went this high? Yes. When it was at 913, it pulled back all the way down just now to $8.90 where we bought it. So when it gets to 913, it'll most likely pull back again. So it will be just as smart to take the 500 of the 1,000 that I just bought and sell them again at $9.12 and go cha-ching. And then tomorrow they'll take it down to 888 for the high, for the low. I'm looking right now to see what the low was yesterday. That low yesterday, look at that low yesterday, folks. $8.16. My wife is here. I got to go. I'm done. We'll see you guys at 8:08 p.m. Don't miss out. Show up and see it. 8:08. I'm gone. Toodles, everyone. Good to see you, and thank God I'm still alive. All right, everyone. Hasta luego. Ding dong, the shorts went long today. Bye-bye, everybody. See you at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time.